Oh, God. Welcome to Curiosity Public. My name is Dutch.
My name is Jules.
This is Dylan the Pious.
Where's your cup? Where's your cup?
Oh.
Where's your cup of the carpenter?
My humble cup?
That's gold lined.
From Temu. Epoxy.
Epox on thee.
All right, guys, we are back with another episode of our Ultimate Spirits Competition, our quest to review every sipping spirit on the face of the planet and subject it to our crazy hard 100-point scoring system. And in this episode, we're hitting some rum. We're back into the rum. And it's not...
Appleton 21? No.
It's not Appleton 21, but it's not Foursquare. We actually have...
We have other rums.
Yeah. Anyway, we get a lot of requests for rum, and we do get a lot of requests still for Foursquare, even though we've done a lot of Foursquare content. But we're going to hit another major player in the rum scene, a very available rum and a classic, really. Yeah. This is Appleton 12 Year, and a couple years ago they kind of rebranded this, right? It's like a new look to it. It's now called Rare Cask, but it is, as you can see, there's single estate rum. 43%. Did the proof go up? Didn't it used to be 40? The old one? Do you remember? You don't remember. There's the back.
Good question. I only drank Appleton 21, so I don't... What?
All right, pass on down your glasses. I'll get us poured. Do you have any info about Appleton 12, which is what we're going to be drinking today?
Yeah, so, I met actually Joy. At
Actually?
Yeah, at a state function.
Oh, he can't. Oh, he can't say.
Joy Spence is
Joy
the
Spence,
master blender.
the master blender.
Yep.
She joined the company a long time ago. She was like, I think, a chief chemist at the time. I think one of the most important things we got to talk about are the additives, which
There are none.
there are none. So
There can be caramel color in Jamaican rum,
yeah.
but Appleton claims they don't use any, right?
Right. So they have, they talk about their history, their proprietary yeast strain, blah, 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 blah. But I think what's important for us is that they don't add all this stuff, right? They don't put sugars and stuff like. And that's, I think, also a source of debate, right? Because I've known a bunch of rum drinkers saying, you guys are idiots. Stop trying to take all the sugar out of the rum. There's tradition in putting sugar in the rum or adding sweeteners to rum, and you are rocking the tradition. And there are people that like it, so don't judge people or try to change the industry.
Yeah, but people say that about tequila too.
Really? I don't think so. I think they don't say that because they don't know that there are additives in that situation.
And a lot of
I've never seen anybody. I've never talked to anybody in the tequila world that goes, "I want aspartame." I've never seen that. I have heard that in the rum world.
It's a little more traditional with rum. I mean, it's sugar cane. You put some sugar in it. What's the big deal, right? And also, I think the thing is a lot of people use rum. I think there are more people that use rum for cocktails than buy it to sip it neat. I mean, there are a lot of people that enjoy it neat like we do. But I think if you look at sales of rum, I mean, a lot of it is for cocktails.
All right. I want to give an anecdote. And this was just yesterday. Oh, not yesterday. It was 2 days ago where we were at a dinner. And one of our work adjacent person said, "I want rum."
President?
No, I want rum and Coke. But I know that in the menu there were several rum without additives, and he basically said, "I want Malibu rum and Malibu only." And I was like, "Wow, okay. See, there are people that want specific things." And so, really interesting.
It's not interesting.
It's not.
It's interesting to me.
Because you don't get out
One
much.
data point. Yeah.
But why do you think the highest sales for these things are the cheap things with added sugars and added flavors?
Because they like it.
Okay. Anyway, should we just get scored? I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what we're arguing about.
I don't know either. I don't know why I think this is an argument.
Story. What does that have to do with
There was
Appleton
no
12?
point in that story.
Bill was just proud that he went outside, and talked to somebody.
He literally could have used, he could have replaced all those nouns with something else, and it just would have been the same effect. It's just no connection, no context to this.
I like to talk.
Obviously.
Remember, this is not for anybody else. These are private videos.
Which you don't watch.
No, it's like filing it away for future reference.
Okay.
So why bother talking?
I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, when I use your inside voice, then. Your internal monologue.
No, you keep saying the microphones or cheap microphones do not pick it up.
I mean, if you have to talk, then at least say it loudly.
Oh my god.
All right, guys, what was the price point on this? I believe
40
to 50 is the going rate these days.
It's like $50 now.
And we were in a large nationwide chain store yesterday, and I think it was $48 or $49. I feel like price has gone up on this over the last few years.
I feel like back in the day, this was only like 20.
I feel like it was like 25, 30, and now it's like 35, 40,
Yeah.
50.
Yeah, 50, dude.
All right, we've had some time to taste. We've all scored it independently. We haven't talked about our scores. We haven't looked at each other's scores. We're going to talk about all that in just a second, but first, Jules is going to tell you all about our scoring system.
Ooh, thank you, Dutch. That's right. You can get up to 100 points across 10 categories. Go from aroma, flavor, body, complexity, balance, finish, uniqueness, drinkability, aesthetics, and value. However, we flavor at 20 points, aesthetics and value 5 points each. You can medal on our competition. You get 16 up, go from bronze, silver, gold to diamond.
Alrighty, initial score time. My initial score, 73.
71.
75.
Okay,
Yeah.
we got a 4-point spread. We're pretty tight here.
Yeah.
Let's kick off the discussion with Aroma. 7.
7.
I started with an 8, brought it down to a 7.
Yeah, my description of this is rich, but nondescript.
I don't know about that.
It just feels like this big chunk of something. Like there's a lot of volume to it, but I have a hard time picking out things.
I think it's like the Jamaican funk and the molasses component that makes it a little bit challenging. But the reason why I bring it down is because Appleton can do like incredible things, right? Appleton 21 was my favorite for the very, 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 very long time, and I feel like in that release and beyond, even the Appleton 25. Remember we tried the 25 year. The aroma can kind of blossom into something new, something incredible. So I brought it down because I felt like it's there, but there's like a lot more potential left. So this is kind of the beginning to 7.
It just sounded like, I don't know.
Nothing.
Well, I meant to say it tasted like something that sounded like it was clipping or something. Like it was just like there was a big wall of sound, but I couldn't make out any of the individual voices in it. Like it's
Did you get the citrus though?
I didn't. Like that's my problem. Like I got like a big ball of something. I couldn't really.
You know, I think experience-wise, what it felt like for me too. It's kind of like when you're, at a coffee shop and then you get a bag of beans, but it's like how they put like a respirator on there and it's closed so that you don't get the smell. So you get a hint of it from the bag, but you don't actually get the contents inside.
No,
That's what it felt like here at first. And then I think once I broke through on like the molasses and whatnot, like I started getting the fruits.
I don't know, like the whatever the aroma, like there's a lot coming off of this. In other words, my nose senses lots.
Something.
But I had it's just like a ball of flavor, and I couldn't pick out a particular fruit. I couldn't
musty.
pick out a kind of sugar. There's like funkiness. I mean, it's all in there, but it's not like you can't delineate it. It's like 3 different colors of Play-Doh, and you mushed it all into a ball, and you can't see any particular. It's just gray.
Yeah.
And one technique that I use is I actually coat the glass all over, right to the tip, and then let it dry out a little bit.
I had no.
And then the drying component gives you the ability to delineate the aroma a little bit better. Because I think I think you're being overwhelmed by the molasses.
Maybe.
I think maybe that's it, but I don't know. It's not like it's hard to smell something out of this. I just couldn't really tell what it was.
It's a 7.
7. We all agree anyway. Let's move on to flavor.
Really do.
17.
17.
17.
Yeah. Oaky and sugary.
Yeah.
Citrus. I think the classic citrus is still there. Not as prominent as like the older releases or the kind of the special releases, but it's good. It's a solid flavor profile.
It's fine.
I think
it's loud. It's easy to pick those 2 major flavor components out.
You know what I wish I could get more of? I wish there were a little bit more spice.
I agree. More spice would be nice.
I wish there was...
It's a little bit of a soft 17 for me.
I wish there was a anchor flavor or component or a fruit beyond kind of the citrus part. and then just kind of the molasses, right? And you get these nondescript fruit flavors, but sometimes it's hard to.
It's
delineate.
almost more like just nondescript sweetness, sugariness.
Yeah, I think
Like I don't even really get clear
sweetness.
fruit. A little bit. It's not clear though. All right, guys. Next category, body. I give it a 7.
I give it a 7.
7.
Yeah.
It's a pretty soft 7, honestly. Nothing
I was
wrong with
thinking
it.
something similar to it
No, I
because there are
think
parts when it
it's-
felt thin.
This
but
is
I think
not
it was
thin.
more on the finish.
This is not
Yeah,
thin.
the finish just trails off too quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next category, complexity. 6.
I give it a 7.
I give it a 7.
7.
It's just 2 notes to me: sugary and oaky.
Wow.
There's the funkiness, but that
It's
just
got the
kind of
citrus though.
it blends in with the oak. There's a little bit of fruit, but that blends in with just the sweetness. I don't know. It just didn't. It's very 2-note for me. They're not bad notes, but it's just not very complex.
I think the 12 year suffers from the fact that it almost like it doesn't. You're not spreading it out. It's like on a piece of bread,
it's
like
clumped together.
yeah, it's all clumped together. You wanted to spread it, and I think as it ages, it spreads out a little bit more. Some of the delicate flavors start to become more distinct. So I get you. Yeah, I get it.
I just don't think it's not there in this release for me. It's not complex.
Okay.
All right, guys. Next category, balance. For like I said, this is like 2 notes to me, and you're hitting them at the same volume. I mean, it's pretty well balanced in that regard. I give it an 8.
I give it an 8. Exactly that. I agree with you.
It's like playing
Give it a 7.
chopsticks, you know, 2
Yeah.
notes. You know, it's like you're playing.
And that's
they're
the
playing
extent
at the same
of
time.
Dutch is
2 notes.
Yeah,
2
piano.
chopsticks.
That's how I play the piano. What did you give it?
I give it a 7
Why?
because it felt like a 7.
It's an 8.
What's off?
but
What's out of balance?
7 still is in the realm of balance.
No.
But it's not a
teetering-
9 or 10.
It's just
Why is it
teetering
not a 10?
because
Why is it not a 10?
I'll tell you why. Because for me, the experience is the molasses does get clunky or clumpy,
I agree with you.
and then so like there are points that it's not necessarily balanced because I'm getting more molasses,
I guess if I tasted more than 2
and then I'm
things-
also getting the funk. So there's a funk thing that happens.
Yeah, but to me, that's balanced by the sweetness. The oaky funk is
yeah,
balanced
but
by
the
the
funk
sweetness.
is not.
It's
no,
Jamaican
it's not
funk, though.
balanced. It's just
It's classic.
I know the Jamaican funk, but I mean it's not balanced enough. It's just
I think it's
So you want more
okay.
sweet?
I just want more sweet to balance the funk
Okay.
and the
Yeah,
molasses.
all right.
I see what you're
Okay, I get it now.
I mean, guys,
because
like-
I
like
like this. I
teetering.
appreciate
for
this.
you, I think if you were to like tone down the molasses part,
I think I would have been fine. Yeah.
like the sugar and molasses fermentation
I like this
part,
one.
you could probably.
So I think it would taste too sweet then, personally. I like this. This is,
well, then I think it'd be more balanced.
yeah, but this is where
Yeah,
we're getting
okay.
into the subjectivity of it. Like, to me, this tastes balanced.
Yeah.
Okay. Next category, finish. 6.
I give it a 7. I think it's better than a 6.
No, this is its weakest component. I give it
No.
a 6 too.
No, you know
It's
why?
dry.
I'm going to
Way
make
too
an
short.
argument
Way
here.
too
Way
short.
too short.
No, it's
and
not that. It's not
drying.
that.
too
It's
short.
not the short part.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
There are finishes that are really, really bad, where all you get are the fermentation components, where you get either the sugar or the molasses component, and it's just really dry or it's too oaky.
This is
This
drying.
one,
It's a little bit drying.
This is
for a
drying.
12 year, for like an intro,
For a 12-year, the finish should last longer than like
not
2
in
seconds.
rum.
Exactly.
Like there are
Why
there
not?
are like
Any of the
Solera.
12-year
Or at least leave me
Foursquares-
with a better flavor. I'm just
There
getting
are
dry.
releases using that what is it called, the Solera method, where you get these kinds of weird, crazy, off balance finishes that go left and right. This is not that. This is like very predictable.
So it's
you
average.
have a good proportion. That's why I
5.
gave it a 7.
And it drops.
This
It's
is more
good,
like
though.
a 5. It's so short.
No, you made that argument in
is
the
short.
other video. What was the video?
Who knows what he's
wanna-
talking about?
But
That was like 3 years ago by the
no,
time
he,
this comes out.
nah. This is not a 5.
It's not. I give it a 6.
Yeah.
It's a 6 because
Agreed.
there's no bad
Agree
flavors.
with you, Dylan. It's not a 5.
It's not a 5, but it's so short. There's
It's
like
just
nothing
short.
to evaluate.
Yep.
I don't think it's that.
And
short.
the heat is
I
not
think,
drying.
I think right now, I'll bet you taste it right now in your mouth. You taste it.
Nope.
Yes, he does. Look at his face. Liar. Liar.
Liga.
All right.
Heated for no reason.
Could have gotten a little harder on Jules to go up in balance, I think. But
Jules is a lost cause.
Next category, drinkability,
I think
Oh, wait,
uniqueness.
uniqueness 7.
7.
7.
Yeah. And it's kind of because
I like the story.
I feel like in a lot of ways this is the standard for Jamaican rum. Like this is one of the most accessible ones, the one that the most people know. And it almost kind of loses a point for that, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know?
Why?
Well, I feel
It's
like
like quintessential Jamaican
yeah,
rum.
but if this just came out and like what else would you point to as like the example of Jamaican rum that everybody will know? It's this. You know, so it's unfair because it's been around.
Right.
You know?
But it's unique in that regard.
That's what I mean. I feel like it would be like an
it's a
8 or a
7.
9 otherwise. I don't know. Maybe not. It is what it is. I think we all agree. Next category, drinkability, 8.
8.
The short finish makes me want to keep drinking it. Actually,
After all that, I still think that this is a
What'd you
very
give it?
drinkable intro like accessible rum.
I give it a 7.
Why? You don't like it?
It's okay. Again, I think it's more the drying aspect I get at the finish. The finish is too short. Like,
That's what I mean. Though. Like, the
I'm
finish
not
makes
left
me want to
wanting.
take another sip.
For the price, for something that doesn't
I mean,
have
it's
tons
just
of
okay. You're not
sugar
going
in
to keep
it,
drinking this. I'm not
for
going to
something
finish
that
the
doesn't
bottle.
have like tons of.
It could be a background. I mean, I could keep sipping this. That's why. I mean,
Most people are
seven's
going to
a
use
decent
this
score.
to mix,
To mix,
right?
yeah.
Right.
But the fact that this can stand up neat, I think you should give an extra point.
I did.
It's different.
7.
well played. Wow. All right, we're done talking flavor. Let's move on to aesthetics and value. Aesthetics, 4.
4.
I give it a 4.
Yeah. It's a good redesign
Solid.
too.
Yeah. It is a good
The bottle
redesign.
looks nice.
I like it.
I should have brought the old one. I have an old one somewhere, but
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
yeah, but yeah, it's a good looking bottle. I mean, I think they did a good job with this design. It looks classy, the black and the gold. You know, who can complain about that?
Yeah.
All right, final category, value, 3.
3.
2.
No, that's not.
It's 12 years old,
Additive free.
additive free.
Come on.
I just didn't like that it went up so much.
I don't like that either. But
No.
in this market, it's still
In
For
this
what you're
market,
getting?
it is. You're right. I mean,
like
it just...
It's
missed
right in the
old
middle, man.
days.
It's
think
right
about
in the
what
middle.
would an age-dated 12-year-old bourbon cost you?
Think about what
lot
they
more
charge
than that.
for Foursquare 12 year.
4 square. Well, those are cast strength, but still, that's like $100 as opposed to
Or nearing 100, but yeah. Yeah, I guess.
I mean, there are other 12-year.
2 means that it is not worth purchasing.
No.
I don't know.
No.
Think
It's
about
just
like
with the
the
juice inside. Like,
the RL Seal 12-year.
you're seriously going to still... Like, you'd recommend paying $50 for this experience.
He is a point.
$50.
It's a bit high.
And you're going to mix it? No. You're buying the mix.
Damn it.
Come on.
I'm going down to 2. After the price increase, it's tough
that's
to
why.
justify.
If it was at like
But the issue, this is like Jamaican.
yeah, you're
unadulterated
buying to
milk.
mix.
You're paying extra for.
Yeah, but like Dorley's 12. Cheaper, right?
Yeah, but it's a different flavor.
Doesn't
profile.
matter. I'm just talking about
It's a
12-year-old
yeah,
rum.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think you're buying this to mix.
You can get a
50.
12-year-old Scotch for $30. You can get 12-year-old,
And I don't need to mix that.
You can get 12-year-old Johnny Walker for like $20.
20.
I don't know. I don't like the price increase. You convinced me to go down. So you gonna stay? You gonna hold? You
I'm
tell
gonna
her?
hold. I'm gonna hold
gonna
because
hold.
of this. Yeah.
Fair point. Fair point.
Yeah.
All right, let's get our final tally. Tell us what you really think.
Exactly.
I ended up at a 70.
It's a 7 because
Because I said so.
I ended up at a 72.
Jules, 71.
market correction for the people. 75.
Which gives us our official score, the official Curiosity Public Ultimate Spirits Competition score and rank for Appleton 12. It is what I scored it, 72.
Nice.
We do round down.
That's right. Duchess Even Stevens.
As you guys know, we round down.
What a toady, man.
What?
Dutch is cool.
Dutch is cool.
Can I be your friend?
Nope.
Look at this guy.
I'm not friends with a-holes.
Whatever.
Speaking of
It's a
a-holes,
privilege.
Jules, take us out.
That's what you think in the comments below. Give a thumbs up, thumbs down. Either way, let us know. Subscribe for more videos from Curiosity Public. If you want to help us out, please consider joining Curiosity Private membership program here on YouTube and Patreon. We also sell t-shirts. Links will be in the description, as always. And we have a podcast on the major players. As always, stay safe, stay healthy.
Stay curious.
the misprint.
Yeah, that is the misprint.
Nice. Wait.
Yeah, because it's
Too
too
low.
low.
Oh.
Yeah, it's supposed to be up here. But you know, whenever you talk about that, I always think of the scene in Die Hard 2, where it goes, you know, I was beginning to like you, and then he goes, I have enough friends.
Enough friends.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's good.